Oh, there we go. All righty. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David, Bassman, Her Ladyship, and Bass Woman? Now, this morning, of course, I've got my Rickenbacker to show off and play some stuff for you with. Give me a moment, and I'll get that happening first. Oh, hey, John, how you doing? By the way, before I get started on anything, as always, oh yeah. Now, here we go.
All right.
Idly. Now, give me a moment. This is Ricky.
Hey, put it on solo there, Rob, for you.
Fun?
Put it on your solo. Man, that's a sexy piece of equipment right there.
I'll see if I get a bit. There we go. Now, I'll just make sure it's in tune. Sounds right. Yep. All righty. Now, first thing I'm going to do for you is it's just an exercise, but it's something I enjoy. All it actually is the same notes, but played at different points and different. You'll see.
All right.
It goes like this. Oops. So they're all the same notes, basically.
That's pretty cool, man.
Now, the thing about a Ricky, and hopefully you can hear this, is that sound.
Yep.
Flick the switch.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So you can get different sounds. Now, when I flick it up to the top one, that's really good for things like
I know. There you go.
so yeah, that's one of the things that you can do with that one.
I'll do my head like that.
Fun?
I'll do my head like that.
Yeah, the old Dazed and Confused. Now, I generally prefer to have a bit more grunt in what I play, and that's even when I start doing stuff like So yeah, that's the thing you can do with.
Yeah, I like
Other-
those things like that. That sounds good.
So you got that option as well. Now, other thing you can do with our good friend Ricky comes in with a plectrum. Now, plectrum gives a bit more edge. Fingers, plectrum.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
Yeah, yeah. And where that comes in is for things like yeah. So yeah, it gives you a bit more crack there. The actually, I should show you the runs from there. That is pretty cool. If I can, it's the here we go. Hang on. So forth.
That's really good, man.
Now, you can also plectrums. I also find really good for doing chords. So things like oh, sorry, hang on. And so forth.
Wow.
So you can do and you can even do here we go, a bit of Megadeth. Let me just get my right thing. That's it. You should be able to do this one.
Nice. Nice.
So yeah. Oh, you just sold 2 old ones, John. What do you have? Now one thing I'll show you is a bit more chunky again. So as you can see, with the bottom pickup selections done and plectrum, and on the Ricky, it's Ball City. But there's more. Give me a moment.
Take your time.
Overdrive.
Oh shit. The sound cut out.
So there you go.
Your sound cut out a little bit during that, but we pretty much got the gist of it, man. That was really good.
Thank you. So yeah, that's my
That was
Ricky.
really good.
So yeah.
Wow, man.
Okay.
Very impressed.
Thank you. We'll get down to the modeling. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a nice piece of equipment you got there. I'm talking about the bass, not anything else.
Yeah, the Ricky's great. The Ricky really is. I mean, it costs a lot.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it's very expensive.
Oh, thank you, David. An old Gibson Fender double neck. There's some. John has just sold 2 quality guitars, it must be said.
What are those?
Gibson. They're
Gibson. Yeah.
and a Fender double neck. So one with the 12 and the 6 string. Same time. But yeah.
I can see how you get so much enjoyment out of that, man. That's really nice.
Oh, mate. You can really, and the thing is, as I said, when it comes to the Rickenbacker, you want grunt? I'll talk about grunt.
Yeah, that sounded good. Basswoman said, hell of a job, man.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, it's I was inspired to get one because of Lemmy. And yeah, that's what the way that last one I played, Ace of Spades, that's how he had his Rickenbacker set.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was really cool, man. I enjoyed that.
And you can see how that's really going to fill out a sound in a pretty major way.
You'll have to do that again in the near future for us.
Yeah, no worries. I'll get some other stuff up. Next time I'll show you stuff I've written.
Oh, okay.
Because I've written a few things. I can also show you some other tracks I've worked on by then.
So what kind of upkeep is there on the bass?
Not much. You just got to every now and again you put up. Now first, you can save yourself a lot of maintenance purely by putting them in a nice hard case.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because of course, I mean, well, it's a bit of a no-brainer, that, isn't it? I mean, if you know what I'm.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, I don't need to explain to you as to why that's a good idea. But at the end of the day, that will save you a lot of hassle from the viewpoint of preventing dust from getting on your fretboard.
Oh, absolutely.
And you need to every now and again give your fretboard some oil, but that's not a regular thing.
Yeah, I was wondering if you had to oil it or, you
don't want to get
due to the
string.
string.
It is a thing to do, but it's not something you need to sort of like get focused on, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It's something that you do, perhaps if you just wanted to get it, what's the word? Serviced, basically. There are things you can do to make it look a bit nicer, and that's why you get a technician to do it.
Right.
Now, and they'll do a much better job than I could. So I'll just go, right, probably cost me a couple $100 if I get it done.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But it's because it would be a very occasional thing. Like we're not even talking once a year, less than that.
Oh, okay.
It's not a biggie. Then yeah, you'd be. That's why I'm saying if I was going to do it, I'd just get a professional to do it.
With a bass like that, that's something you'd want to
absolutely. Like if it was just a $400 bass.
Yeah, that'd be totally different.
That would be I'll see how I go. That cost me $4.5 plus $600 importation.
Worth
every cent.
It's definitely nice.
I mean, as I will happily point out to people, there is a reason why top pros use them.
I can see.
Yep. 12. Yeah, here's an example of how good the guitars that John sold were. He got 14, sorry, for the two. 14,000.
Oh.
And the twin neck was the same as Jimmy Page used.
Oh, wow.
In short, that's some kick-ass acts there.
Yes, sir.
I've got 3 basses. The one I play the most is obviously the Rickenbacker, because when I get on stage, which I hope to do at some stage or at some point,
You have 3 basses?
I have 3.
Wow.
And the reason for that is because I started off purchasing a 5-string, and all I wanted to do was just tinker. That was it. And just do my scales, do my thing. No worries, have a bit of fun. And then a friend of mine heard I was playing again and asked if I wanted to take part in a project. I thought, well, give me something to focus on.
Kind of hard to turn that.
Well, I needed to get something fixed on the 5-string. So I bought a 4-string just to sort of like cover that time, because it wasn't going to cost me. I got a cheap one, $400 one. They actually had a really nice sound, which I've obviously still got. Once we were getting into it, I thought, if I'm going to do this properly, I need to get a bass that generates a clear and distinct and unique sound for the bass.
Oh,
rather
absolutely.
than that. And as I said to the drummer, the question you can feel free to ask is, what comes first? Investing the money in the equipment, or hoping that you'll make enough money to get the equipment? Tell you what my answer is.
Yeah, but you're gonna make, if something you won't like that, you're gonna make sacrifices, and
Yeah. Anyway, so I looked at a few options, and settled on the Ricky, partly on the strength of Lemmy. Let's face it, the man, it was, if you want to talk about chunky bass playing action,
yeah,
there are many bass players who are more technically accomplished. I can give you a list. But as far as sound, boom shakalaka.
I hear you.
Yeah. So, and I just like this. Yeah. So I thought Ricky, and Ricky with overdrive is fantastic in my eyes.
I can understand. Yeah, that's pretty nice, man. That's really nice.
Thank you. All right. Well, there's our engine block coming together.
I'm trying to find my distributor.
Now, next. I see. So we got them. Just trying to think where else I'd be going with the Chrome.
What do you normally practice? Like one day a week on your bass?
No, I try to get in every day.
Oh, every day? Okay.
Note, try.
Oh, yeah.
That's
normally how most things go when you.
Actually, here we go. There's a really quite one of my favorite Monty Python moments. Involves a character named Dennis Moore. He's a highwayman, and he's a highwayman back in the day of single shot guns. when he holds up this stagecoach, he shoots the driver, and when he's there having shot the driver, he chirps her with, "You moment your peril, for I have 2 guns here. I know one of them isn't loaded anymore, but the other one is. So that's one of you dead for sure." Well, just about for sure. I mean, I'm a very good shot. I practice every day. Well, and this is the relevant line. Well, not every day, but most days. I mean, some days, like some weeks like last week, there simply wasn't the time. So, it really sort of brings the average down. I mean, I would have thought it was a good, solid 4 days a week practice, at least. I mean, you see that tree over there, it starts waffling about how good a shot he is.
Damn.
And then
That's funny.
oh no, then eventually he points at when the tree's identified, the guy who's talking says, "Oh, the willow. Yes, that's it. Never a willow. What? The tree's not a willow. Shut up! It's meant to be a hold-up, not a botany lesson. Now,
Damn.
no false moves, please. Hand over all the lupins you've got." "What? The flower lupins?" "Yes, that's right. We haven't got any lupins. Look, my friends, I happen to know. This is the Lupin Express. Damn! In a bunch, in a bunch. Can't get anything with people these days. God. But yeah, and the character's name is Dennis Moore. But yes, it's the whole thing. Oh, at least. It sort of brings the average down. Now, that's what I was going to do with some more chrome. We'll go with. But yeah, I try to practice most days. If I had given the opportunity, because what a lot of it is I've got other things to attend to. These are facts.
Yeah, that's how life rolls, ain't it?
Given the opportunity, I'd play every day. It's just a thing of life doesn't always give you that opportunity. These are facts,
This is true. Yeah, I bought a recurve bow several years ago and hoping to get out there and practice at least, every afternoon during the, spring and summer.
Yep.
But it stays sitting beside the cabinet in there all the time now.
There's a
I love shooting bows.
good quote from John Lennon. Fun fact. I was always raised to have John Lennon viewed as this sort of like hippie god sort of figure. But it would transpire that he was a deeply flawed and actually quite nasty man. Musically gifted for sure, but really quite unpleasant. But yeah, anyway, I digress. But the saying or phrase he came out with was, "Life's what happens to you when you're making other plans." And it's true. Because you might want to go and do stuff. And then life comes along and says, "Now about that, there's a few things that we're going to do first. Now, first we're going to throw this little curveball at you. And that's going to take up a whole stack of your time. And then we're going to throw this one." It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how it goes. You're absolutely right. I even bought a target to shoot at, and the weather done more damage to it than I did.
Yeah.
That's the absolute truth.
Oh, that's funny, man.
So I had to wind up carrying the trash dump.
My dad made me a target, not me for a target, but a yeah. I thought I'd get clarified. I should clarify there.
You just stand there with an apple on your head.
Yes, the one. But the he made this little target out of 1/4 inch thick steel that I could fire certainly 22 into with no damage whatsoever.
Right.
But I also used to fire some of the big he used to let me fire some big guns like 308s, 22-250.
Oh yeah. No jerky shoulder.
Oh yeah, and I was 15, so you know.
Damn it, man.
Yeah, so like I was firing, dare I say it, grown-up firearms at a very young age.
That'll make a man out of you.
Yeah, well, and they used to, if I fired, say, the 308 on a 1/4 inch thick steel, would bore holes in it.
Wow.
The 22-250 would just put big bulges in it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I've hunted with a 308 and a 30-06 with a 150 grain ballistic tip bullet.
Yeah.
And that'll rock your brain a little bit right here.
Oh, fuck yeah. I reckon one of the biggest, or most full-on firing experiences I actually had was firing a 44 Magnum.
Oh man, yeah. I've shot one before. Good night.
Because again, I was 15 or so, 14, 15.
What'd you weigh
Recoil was insane in my young hands, you know.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
We came actually a pretty good shot at a young age. I haven't shot guns in years, but I dare say I'd still be able to do it. I've got the theory at least.
Yeah, we used to set targets up at 50 and 100 yards out there behind Granddad's house and do the same thing.
Yep.
But we were shooting at wood, 3/4 inch plywood with a bullseye painted on it.
Yep.
Well, I really have to use this distributor because I can't find the one that came with the damn car. I don't know what the hell I've done with it. Yeah, it's part. Hey, if you would look on your sprue sheet and make sure I'm not overlooking this and see if part C23 is a distributor.
C23 we're looking for.
Yep.
C23.
It's on number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
I see. I'm not sure what that is.
Well,
it looks like a distributor to me.
Yeah, it looks like a distributor,
fact,
but
yes, I would say yes, and I'm basing that on a couple of things. Just looking at what the top is
on your sprue sheet to see if you have that part, because I don't think mine came with it because I've not clipped it all. I've only took off parts I've been putting together, and I've not took that part off to put on here. So I don't know if it's mine didn't come with. I don't even see the number on
mine. Now it might. I'll see if I can locate it for you. That way I can tell you what it's next to.
Okay.
Now it is not here thus far. No. Okay, let's look at this part here. Aha!
You found it?
Yep. Okay. It looks like a distributor to me. Yeah. In fact, it definitely is.
Okay.
Now, where it is, you already put your engine together, haven't you?
Yes, but the distributor I've not put on it yet.
Okay. Because, hang on, I'll give you a zoom in.
Okay. 'Cause I was going to
Sprue,
wire
on, on the sprue, whoops, it isn't. We'll go right. These are the brake pads.
Yep.
Now that's where the engine bits are. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
There.
Next to the muffler.
Your
Okay.
next two parts, 24.
Yeah, the part you have your thumb on is the muffler, the manifold in front of the engine.
Right, yeah, there you go. So it should be
Okay.
there. If that helps.
Yeah, it did help me tremendously.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Then I believe the phrase I should employ at this juncture is, then my work is done here.
This is true. So true.
Now, next. Well, as I've got my eyes on said distributor, I may as well as paint that.
Since you
What
got it
color are
right.
you doing it? I guess I could do. Oh, do I want to do that red? Or the top of it red? If so, I want to do a different red to what I'm using on everything else.
Yeah, since mine is oily steel, blue, copper, and black.
Yeah,
I'll probably
yeah.
paint mine probably black, or might go with red since my oil filter's red.
Well, I'm looking at a lot of my engine is red. Is the
Yeah,
thing
so
I'm considering here, and that's why I'm also considering: is it worth doing it a different color? If you follow me.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind doing it maybe.
Hey, the front wheels, from what I'm
black.
gathering, the front wheels turn on this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I believe they do.
Jolly good. Here's a few things I need to check out. Aha, here we go. Right. So what is that?
So you may have told me before. I don't remember. Pardon me if I'm wrong. But you're teaching yourself base, or do you take a class as well?
I take classes.
Okay.
The reason I used to think I was an okay bass player. These days I only see my faults. But it goes like this. The reason I started taking lessons is because I was inspired by Randy Rhoads. If you know who I'm talking about.
I do not, sir.
All right, mate. Randy Rhoads was the guitarist who Ozzy Osbourne worked with when he first got kicked out of Sabbath and was going solo.
Oh.
And Randy, by pretty much every account, and indeed, if you hear the man play, but he was a prodigious talent. He was dead by the age of 25 in a plane crash.
Oh, shit.
But his guitar work was so good that he remains one of the most influential guitarists of his era, despite dying that young.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll tell you a whole lot right there.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Right there. Now,
Wow.
the point being that he used to do it. The style he was pretty much one of the people who started on was what's called neoclassical, which is where the guitarist would use classical structures in metal.
Okay.
And you can hear it in his solos. They're very technical. They're beautiful. Anyway, the point is, he'd been voted guitar player, guitarist of the year.
Nice.
And apparently, and this story comes from a guy named Bob Daisley, who was the bass player for Ozzy at the time. Apparently, after that, every time they pulled into it on tour, they pulled into a town or wherever, Randy would be in the phone book trying to track down guitar teachers. His rationale being that he wanted to be better to truly merit the title he'd been voted to. I read that, and because it was on an article, I thought, good enough for Randy, good enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
And
Cool.
that's why I started taking lessons.
Wow.
I'm a far better bass player as a result. And yeah, but that was the reason I started, was because it's like if a guy who gets voted best in the world can do is feel that he needs more lessons, by God, surely I do.
Wow. Yep. I can see how that can inspire you.
Oh yeah. And here's an interesting Randy Rhoads story, because I saw an interview with his mum, and apparently, because he'd always learnt musical instruments, different ones, you know.
Yeah.
He learnt the sax and the cello, and he wanted to play guitar. Apparently, there was a very good guitar teacher in the area at the time, and he'd done quite well on the sax and cello. So yeah, okay, we'll get you to play guitar. And apparently, after about 6 months, guitar teacher has turned to his mother and said, "I can no longer teach Randy." And she assumed it was because of some misdeed of Randy's.
Really?
She said, "But Paul, why? What's he done?" He said, No, you don't understand. I've taught him all I know." And she said, "Oh, Paul, you're just being silly." He said, "No, you don't understand. I've taught him all I know." And called Randy over and said, "Do this." Whereupon young Randy's done, "Do this." Yeah. And
Wow.
some of his solos are just so good, man. So good.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
But yeah, he died in a plane crash. Then there was Ozzy worked with a guy named J.K. Lee. He was a good guitarist, but seemed to have gotten on the wrong end of Sharon Osbourne. And that was the end of his time with Ozzy. Oh, look, Sharon is a ruthless businesswoman. These are facts. But Ozzy would never have gotten to where he got to without her.
True.
And yeah. Anyway,
True.
and after that came a guy named Zach Wilde. And I'm a big fan of Zach Wilde's guitar work. He does some really nice work. And one of his solos on a song called No More Tears is viewed by some as one of the great guitar solos of our time. So there you go. The big man's appraisal of Aussie's guitarists.
Makes me want to learn more about music and so many musicians.
I was lucky enough to be raised in a household where music was a thing.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And
that would direct me into the same realm as well.
I also had the interesting experience when I was at Jets Cross Primary, which was a really rough primary school. They actually did have a music thing going there. And the music teacher, even once I'd left that school, used to send bits of work back with my mum just to make sure I kept up with my music theory. So yeah, I believe she viewed me as having a bit going on.
Yeah. Oh damn! Now I'm blind. Thank you.
Do you got a bit of a glare with the?
Yeah, bass woman being mean to me. She shined a flashlight in my eyes. Cause I dropped this BB sized bearing that goes in these wheels that you'll discover later.
Yeah.
And I thought I dropped it on the floor, but it landed on my workstation.
Hey.
So I asked her for the flashlight, and then she wants to be cute and blind. And now I see spots.
One of the things that we used to do on street patrol when I was doing security would be because of course it's a dark environment on street patrol, and you call out to somebody, and as soon as they turn, you just flash your light onto their eyes, and they say, "Oh, you cunt." That's contactory. Now, this part here, what color to do that? Probably chrome. Yeah, I've got
it must be. That's probably so. Yeah.
Now,
So there was another one of my wife's people she works with. Stores got scammed for $8,000 the other day. 2,000. I thought you told me 8,000. 2,000. Yeah. Okay, 2,000.
that's still a bit of a fist fucking.
Yeah, it is.
What's the drill there?
These scammers calling and getting these people to run these credit cards through their credit card machine.
Jesus.
Yep.
19 times.
19 times that employee done it. So they'll probably lose their job.
A refund for a little less than $100. 19 times.
Yeah, look, I've got to say, there does come a certain point to where the phrase "you are within your rights to employ" is, "Are you stupid?" One doesn't wish to seem uncharitable.
Ah.
Are you stupid? You know?
Reason why I mentioned that, because I think we try to get scammed today because we already paid our Netflix bill.
Yeah,
And
right.
I got this thing today saying that my payment wasn't successful, that I needed to
Oh, that's nice little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please make this for. Yeah, I've received them, and it's just like, nice try. Do you really think I'm that stupid? And the answer is yes, because some people are.
Man, I tell you what, these people, whoever they are, they're getting pretty ballsy.
They are increasingly so. Yeah, that's an undeniable fact. If it wasn't for the fact that what they're doing is morally wrong and all the rest of it, you'd almost admire it.
Yeah,
Almost.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you kind of sort of have to in a roundabout way.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, in context, but fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the
and he's
I mean, the old. I remember the ones that. I mean, we've all received the textbook Nigerian prince who requires bank details to, and it's just dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's a Family Guy episode where Carter gets scammed, and Peter says, when Peter looks at the email, he's there. Well, it seems authentic because the spelling's bad. Yeah.
authentic because the spelling is bad.
Now,
A dead
what
ringer.
else do I want to do this color? Uh, I've just noticed that, of course, there's sprue B, hence B6, B13, which means there's also B1 and B2.
Bingo.
Oh, where I was going is bananas in pajamas. Do you get them in the US?
No.
Oh, okay. They're a kids program that's popular from the UK originally, I believe, and it's very popular over here as well. And there's B1 and B2. They're these two bananas in pajamas. Is the bottom line here, and yeah, the line I'm looking for is or the song in question. Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
It's funny for them. But I did ask if he was okay.
Bananas in pajamas.
So there you go.
You had me singing that
Bananas
rest
in
of the time.
pajamas.
Yeah, it's gonna be an earworm for me later.
Next time you're never going to be able to look at a banana the same way again.
Okay, have her go back through the settings for the go back into the phone to do the do not disturb and do it enabled and see if that does it.
You can tell what kind of woman you got depends on how she eats a banana.
Apparently, scope this out. This is hilarious. On that very subject, this is hilarious. Apparently, a guy I used to work with, his grandmother, I think it was, had gone to this very uptight uh, girls' school, Christian girls' school run by nuns,
Holy shit.
and they were actually taught, believe it or not, to break the banana into pieces to eat it
Wow.
because, and I quote, "You don't want to make yourself look like a whore."
Oh,
And you got to say, "Gee, lady, if you're reading that far into eating a banana, is that you're got some issues, man?"
damn. That's funny.
Oh, isn't it just?
That's funny.
I mean, I can understand they may wish to discourage sort of like wrapping the tongue around it a bit and then getting a little bit too graphic. I can understand discouraging, perhaps, unless you're trying to convey something to somebody, perhaps you might want to shy away from that sort of behavior. I can understand that, but for general consumption, come now.
Cram it half down her throat and,
And then there's that one girl who always seems to try and grab 2 or 3 bananas.
holy shit, Batman. That's the woman I want to marry.
Deary me.
Oh shit. Let's see. That.
Into there.
Oh shit, Batman. Come on now. There you go.
There we are.
Oh no, we didn't.
What's that?
We didn't do the letter for today.
Pick a letter.
Jay.
J.
J. All right, let me just finish this bit of painting,
Oh, go right ahead.
and we'll be doing J. That'll be an intriguing one, I have no doubt.
That was Bass Woman's choosing.
That's fine. Her selection is as valid as anybody else's, by golly. All right, I reckon I'm almost ready to look at J.
Did you?
Oops. And here.
Well, by gee whiz, the front wheel do turn, Robster.
Well, that's a bit cool. That's very cool, in fact.
It is. I was not expecting that, to be honest with you.
Well, it's not an essential, but it's always kind of cool when it does, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Especially if it's a good tight fit, because some of them you get that turn, you pick it up and that wheel goes different directions. That's a bit annoying.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Well, let's have a gander. John. Colloquialism, the penis, mainly in the UK, or a lavatory, mainly in the US. For centuries, men's names have been attached to their penises. John is a good example of this habit, more common now than in the fuller form John Thomas, which was popularized by D.H. Lawrence in Lady Chatterley's Lover, as well as variations of John such as Johnny and Jack. Other names used in this way at various times include Willie, Percy, Rupert, Peter, Mick, Dick, and Roger. In America, John is slang for the lavatory. The supplement to the Oxford English Dictionary quotes an early use of the word in the compound of cousin John from 1735 in relation to the rules at Harvard. No freshman shall mingo against the college wall no freshman shall mingo against the college wall or go into the fellows' cuz John. It is possible that Puritan Americans started the word in this using the word in this context, regarding it as a euphemism for jakes, which they would have regarded as improper. Jakes being a dunny. So there you go.
Damn. There you go.
A cuz John.
Ah,
So there we have it. Now, these are the muffler parts, you reckon?
yes, they are. Yeah, they go on the front side of the engine.
Yep.
But your two exhaust ports go into the holes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see how that operates. Jolly good.
So where, pray tell, did you find that book at?
I originally saw it at a friend's place many moons ago. And I was talking to my fishing buddy, Chris, and I recalled it. And I thought, just for shits and giggles, I'm getting me one. Because I could remember what it was called. Because it was from there that we got, when I encountered the book on the first occasion, it was there that I discovered as a group discovered the term bagpiping and furky toodle.
Bagpiping and furky toodle.
Bagpiping, long and short of it, fucking the armpit. Furky toodle, shagging. Yeah, so we have, after that discussion, I thought, I'm so getting myself one.
I can see. I would too.
And bearing in mind the first time I encountered this, it would have been 15 years ago, maybe more. But when I remembered, I thought, why would I not? So I did. And it certainly delivered some good laughs.
Yes, it has. There's no denying that.
And that's what, for me, a book like that is all about the laugh. Because some of that's just really.
I know, right?
Some of it less so, but some of it is definitely on the spectrum of what the devil?
Absolutely.
And that's great. And some of it even comes down to, I can't believe anybody would conceivably call something that. But here we are. Now, give me a moment. I'm just trying to find a different red. Hang on, there it is. There's the one I'm looking for. This is the one I'm looking for the shock absorbers.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Oh, hey, Ethel, how you doing?
Well, be prepared to get a lot of glue in your fingers.
Way ahead of you on that one, let's face it. Scale modeling will do that to you.
Well, normally I do pretty good, but this one has caused a lot of rough edges on my fingers. This one's been tricky.
This is really a good thing.
Tricky.
I've got a bit of needlework to do here to get the whatchamacallit going, paint going. Get the paint to go in.
There's the front wheel housing with the shocks put together.
Deedly.
Herbie, I'll be ready to hit the tracks pretty soon.
Cool.
Ah, off the wheel. Come back here, damn
Ah,
it.
tomorrow's New Year's Day. Jesus.
Oh, that's right. It's New Year's Eve for you, isn't it?
No, tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's day heavens. Yeah. Yep, tomorrow's New Year's Eve for us.
Yeah, it would be. Well, that's yeah. You're effectively a day behind in a context.
Yep.
Rob lives in the future.
That's one that says Rob lives in the future.
I do.
You do. You actually do.
I'm like the Led Zeppelin lyric. I am a traveler of both time and space to be where I have been.
I think David's only 4 or 5 hours ahead of us. What we figured out.
It's a curious thing, isn't it? As far as obviously in real terms, we're not, but as far as from the viewpoint of telling time, we are. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I remember explaining this because I've told you before about the lad I taught who had cerebral palsy.
Yes.
And he was, look, seriously, man, it's a crying shame that he did because he clearly had a very inquiring mind and wanted to learn a lot about stuff, but part of it was rather limited by his, well, lack of cognitive development.
Right.
Anyway, and when I tried to explain to him how different parts of the world are viewed as being at different times and stuff like that, and he wanted to know why, and the best I could explain to him was because of the rotation of the Earth. He got that. I said, what you got to understand is that time is something that people came up with. I said, do you think it really bothers the animals or anything like that? He's like, nope. There. So
There
it's
you
go. Very, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he was fun to work with just for that sort of being able to explain things to and stuff like that.
Oh, I
He
bet.
was, yeah.
Oh,
Even
that's
his physical development was also affected, of course, but bless his cotton socks, he'd give it a crack. To the best of his ability, he would.
right.
Sometimes you had to obviously help him and da-da-da. But so long as he could take part, he was happy. You got to say, well, that's pretty much the right attitude.
Yep.
All right.
This is
Shocker's done.
turning out rather nicely. Pretty pleased so far.
Cool. That's what you want. This is what you want. This is what you get. This is what you want. This is what you get.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Yeah. Now, definitely starting to get places now. Oh, nice. What's that one?
This is a 71 Duster that I done my first vinyl top on.
Nice.
I got to buy some styrene to do the trim molding on the sides, but it's actually just blue painter's tape.
Yeah, nice.
And with texture paint on it. And it's got the seams. It's one I've been working on the side. You know me, I'm always working on 3 or 4 at one time.
Yeah. Actually, Athol, I have heard that, yes, that milking cows do know when it's time to get done, and they'll just cruise on in of their own volition, and away you go. And correct, David, despite living in different times, different, been living in the future, I've still declined to give the winning lotto numbers. Which goes to show what kind of a son of a bitch I am. Yes.
We could all be sitting on the beach sipping margaritas.
But no, I choose to make you suffer.
He has all the power.
That's it. In America, first you get the sugar, then you get the power, then you get the women.
Well, that $1.8 billion lottery, man won it that lives in Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Single ticket.
1.8 billion better off.
After said and done, I think it was $863 million he got.
Goddamn kilogram.
I might be okay with that.
I would manage. I'd find a way of putting in the sacrifice.
Yep.
Actually, there would be one thing that would be annoying, and this is dead, I would expect would be annoying in winning that sort of money. And you got to be saying, but you deal with it, but it would still be annoying. I think the poor guy would probably find he's got a whole stack of friends all of a sudden who are just...
Yep.
Yeah, and you got to be saying that would be immensely annoying, actually.
Yep. That's what they all run into, is people start coming out of the woodworks.
Yep, and that's not cool. I mean, if I won, however many squillions of dollars, I'd probably show some largesse to people who I know, because if I knew them and they were friends of mine before, that's a very different matter. But suddenly come out, hey, remember me? Yeah, how long's it been? Where were you when yada yada yada?
Exactly. This is so true.
Do the Janet Jackson line. What have you done for me lately?
That is it.
Now, starting to make some good progress on things here. What oh, okay, they look like. And then, I got that done. Okay.
Correct.
Clean the brush for a moment. And then. Oh, hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Well, I'll tell you what, all these little small parts, man, they fit together nicely. No issues. No breakage.
That's what you want.
Yeah, no breakage.
That's one of the things I always like about Tamiya. It might be a snug fit, but it's the right fit.
Yeah.
Follow me.
That's what's going on with the front suspension right here, the steering bar. Yep. Nice snug fit.
Yeah, that's what you want. Now, next. Yes. Oh, yes. Rubber black.
And you can't put the back wheels on until you get the engine set in.
Ah.
Yep.
Well, that makes sense actually, because I can see of that because of the way that they've got the axle going through the engine. That makes sense. I can see how that would be so.
Yep. But unfortunately, you'll have to glue the wheels on, the back wheels. Onto the axle.
That's what makes the front ones going around a bit pointless, doesn't
it? Yeah.
Well, you can sort of drag it around, I guess.
Pick it up like a wheelbarrow.
That's the one.
Pick it up like a wheelbarrow.
On both sides. Yep, jolly good.
I'm going to order my what is it, Mercedes that we're all going to do together, me, you, and David.
Mercedes 540 GL.
I'll be ordering mine.
Car, I gotta say.
I'll be ordering mine tomorrow.
Jolly good.
Tomorrow.
There's another Italeri one I've seen. There's a couple of vintage ones that might be worth having a look at. I'll send you the links.
Yeah, do that.
I had a sudden flash of taking that. I'll send you the links out of context and thinking of the links as inside that bobcat sort of a cat. I'll send you the links, and suddenly it's like you pick up the mail, open this box. Oh, what's that?
Holy shit, Batman. Do it. Oh, man.
That would be funny. How the hell you'd pull it off, I don't know, but it reminds me of there's a Simpsons episode where there's some shit going down between Quimby and Wiggum. And at one stage, the line that, because he's talking to Eddie and what's the other copper's name? I can't remember. That doesn't matter so much. But the line that comes out is from Wiggum is, well, I can't just go and take the rattlesnake out of his letterbox now, can I, Eddie? Yes, you could, Chief. Well, how's about shut up? Yeah. But I just love the well, I can't go taking the rattlesnake out of his letterbox just now, can I? Dear, oh dear.
Could you imagine, though?
Oh, dear Lord.
Open your mailbox.
It'd be a rude surprise, wouldn't
it? A damn rattler or a black snake. I tell you what, when I was like 10 years old, I was out shooting birds and whatever with a little 22 rifle. When we used to live out in the country. Now I was walking across this soybean field, and this damn black chicken snake come across my foot, man. I threw my gun down, scared the shit out of me. I threw my gun down and ran home. It took me about 3 days before I go back out there and get it. Mom and Daddy was mad with me. They took it away from me once
I shouldn't laugh because that would be pretty full on as far as dear God. But yeah, I've never had any really close encounters with snakes beyond. I have reason to believe my mum came home because where I grew up was sort of a country and area, or at least it was on the edge of the suburbs, but it was still sort of countrified, if you follow me. And as such, a lot of snakes used to sun themselves on our driveway.
Yes, they will.
And I believe my mum came home one day to find, might have been me or might have been my brother, I'm not sure which, but one of us was playing with the snakes on the driveway. And
literally playing with the snakes.
Pardon?
Literally playing with the snakes.
Literally just like picking them up and trying to play with them. And fortunately, the snakes weren't that interested. They just wanted to get the fuck away from this thing that was. And my mum has promptly sort of done all the things that you would expect a parent to do in that situation.
Right.
But yeah.
Wow.
And when I say snakes, by the way, now I don't know if these next. Oh, nice one, very nice.
I ain't got nothing glued together. I just kind of got test fit right now, but
very good.
It's pretty nice when it's put together, complete.
Getting back to the snake story. When I say snakes as well, the ones we used to see around were what's called a red-bellied black snake, and also brown snakes. The brown snake is one of the most venomous snakes in the world, as is the red-bellied black. And yeah, one of us was just there. We'll play with these. What the fuck?
Well, I had my teacher tell us this little saying that red and black, friend of Jack, red and yellow, kill a fella.
Yeah. Over here, the thing with the snakes is that they're pretty savage, the venom. But the other side of the equation is that they, because the Australian population is pretty spread out and mostly concentrated in the cities, the actual incidence of snake bite is quite low. That said, and there's also a whole stack of anti-venoms that are currently, if you get to a hospital quickly enough, you're safe as houses. But the poisons can kill very, very quickly. And here's an interesting thing about the eastern brown snake. When you look at a baby snake, it's easy to think that the venom wouldn't be as bad because it's, a baby.
Huh. That's one of the most potent, right?
No, it's just that they're every bit as potent as an adult.
Right. Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So the venom's going to still make you going, my, I'm rather dead. If you don't pay proper attention to that shit. I remember once me and a mate were helping his brother up on his brother's new place at an area called Darlington, which was equally countrified just years later. And we're doing some digging, and myself and Jim saw this snake basically go straight through Chris's legs.
Holy shit.
And we're trying to call his attention as the snake was approaching him. We were trying to call his attention to that fact and say, "Don't move." And he's just at first he doesn't. What he went on? What? We just thought he was being the iceberg. And once it's gone, we said, "Oh, yeah, it's gone now." He said, "What's gone?" We've told him.
Now we'll tell you.
Well, yeah, and he's there. It was probably he actually said it's probably best I didn't know. Then he might have tried to move, and that's when they'll bite.
Yeah. Spiders
So,
and
yeah.
snakes, we don't get along.
Like in Australia, most of the snakes actually it's not that big an issue because of the fact that most of them you're not really going to encounter them. If they hear you coming, most of the time they just want to get the fuck away from you.
Yeah, they're more just as scared of you as you are them.
Well, you're not food to them,
Nope.
so you're of no interest whatsoever.
Nope.
Um,
Well, it's like most critters, they just want to get the fuck away from you quicker than you want to get away from them.
pretty much.
The only one time that I really encountered a snake was a water moccasin, and that's when we were fishing bass tournaments. We had one fall off a tree onto the bow of our boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me and Chris, my fishing partner, we about jumped out the boat, but actually the snake crawled across the bow and went back into the water, and we watched it swim across the lake. Yeah, we were ready to abandon ship.
Oh, I bet. The ones to watch out for over here are what are called tiger snakes.
Tiger snakes.
Tiger snakes. They're the ones that everybody gets a bit rumpy about because they have a reputation, somewhat undeserved, but they can be somewhat aggressive and territorial. And when you're dealing with a snake that has some pretty fucking potent venom, that's the thing that has most people going, I'm not happy about this idea. Now, got a few things to do with the chassis black.
Yeah, when you get to the putting together process, you'll enjoy it. This has been fun.
Well, I'm not that far off, actually. I don't think, in many ways.
Options are pretty
I'm looking
precise.
forward to it. I'm actually really, I've got to say, I'm really enjoying the modeling at the moment.
Doing the cars.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it because what I've got to say, the thing about military stuff and historical stuff is that it's got to be done a certain way.
Yes.
Whereas doing you're finding stuff under here. What the hell? What else is under here? Oh my god, there's a file under there. What the hell? I'm gonna have to have a big search and destroy under here.
Yeah, like my Smoking the Bandit Trans Am, you want to do it,
Yeah, well, the thing is, when you do a car, you've got a bit of creative license.
Yes.
Like I'm turning this V8 into the Red Baronmobile.
Yep. Like I'm turning mine into Herbie.
Yeah, I have that creative license to do that.
Yep.
Like putting the V8 into the Volvo, creative license. Now, if you're doing a military thing, you can't really. Well, you can, but
you can, but
it's not really accurate, and then it's just start getting to that sordid little game of. I think I've got everything out now. Sordid game of accuracy or not, and all the rest of it.
Yep.
But again, with cars, well, you can, even down to with the 540 GL, what paint job do I want to do? You know, and I'm really liking the spray can option on the paint job that delivers.
Oh yeah, man, you can give them a hell of a paint job with an aerosol can. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've got to say, it's been a game changer in my eyes. Yeah. So it's all these things, you know.
Yep.
This is the reason I think cars have got a lot going for them.
Yeah, mostly every car I put together, I kind of go my own route with it, you know.
Yeah, and that's cool.
Yeah, I
It's
look at the
even down to they have every kit has a recommended paint job.
Yep.
But you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I look at some of them like the Duster I'm doing now. I kind of went with the one on the box this time.
Yep. There we go. Now do this backboard.
I had a 70 Duster, the real car, and I was telling Bassman the other night, I wish, because I'm working on this from 71 now, I wish I had that car back, man. Oh my God, I wish I had it back.
Nah.
I didn't appreciate it back then.
Oh, I did some research on a Wacky Races scale model. Best I could find was a kids thing where it was, yes, 1:32, and they had various options, but it was a snap and play.
Yeah, I run across one of them on my car.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, not for the intents and purposes of what I like doing.
Yep. I found some of them on a site that I buy a lot of stuff from, Macari, and it was one of the Wacky Racers. It was the one that the dog in the what was his name?
Dick Dastardly.
Yes. It was
Lovely.
actually his car. It was a snap together, but they wanted too much for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, Dick Dastardly and Muttley.
Muttley, there you go. That's his name. You sound like him too.
Snickering dog.
That's Snickering Dog. He done that pretty well.
Yeah. He was one of my favorites.
When they made good cars.
Mostly because he was always taking the piss out of Dick Dastardly.
Yep.
There we go.
Gonna be round 3 of Game of Thrones tonight.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting better and better.
Look, the first few series, genuinely fantastic. I was quite taken with it. I was. As I said, the last few series are a travesty. But you'll find yourself in the position, as many people did, of you stick with it more just to see it to the end. You've taken it that far. You wanted to see it out, sort of a thing.
Yeah, that's what our son has heard.
He has heard correctly, I'm sorry to say. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, you may disagree, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
this is my opinion. Here we go. That's my opinion. But That's a pretty widely held opinion too.
Well, now I'll take and wire my engine up.
I did actually have been watching some of the Game of Thrones highlights on YouTube when they come up. When it was good, it was really good. There's a couple of things. Series 2, I think, has a lot more of the game. And you'll see what I mean by the game in it.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
But yeah, as I said, when it was good, wow. I actually also watched. Oh, that's something I was going to make mention of. When you, I know you're speculating about after Game of Thrones doing Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Now there are 2 books I have well, 3 actually, that contain the entire histories of Middle Earth. And yeah, so that if you want to get the books of them, I can tell you what they are. Well, what contains all that information that I had and have. One of them is actually if you get Return of, because you know how Lord of the Rings, there's actually 3 books, right?
Okay.
Those are the 3 movies, each pertain to a book. And when you get Return of the King, or a copy of Return of the King with what are called the appendices, they go right into a very in-depth breakdown of the histories of the different races, and the history of Gondor and Arnor. You learn a lot more about Aragorn and his ancestors and Elrond and who he is and stuff like that.
Okay.
There's a book called The Complete Guide to Middle Earth by a guy named Stephen Foster. Now, he's done it. What he does is compile a whole stack of information about the Middle Earth and indeed other parts of that sort of universe thing.
Okay.
From the Silmarillion, all the different Tolkien sources that he had available, and his is pretty accurate as far as who's who, what's what, when it happened, all that sort of caper.
Right.
And that's kind of handy to if you want to go, so who's this guy? How's he related? You can find it all out. But the big winner, in my eyes, is a book called The Silmarillion. And The Silmarillion is pretty much the history of Middle Earth. And the Lord of the Rings takes up about a paragraph.
What?
Yeah. The shit that goes down in the Silmarillion is big shit flying.
Huh.
So yeah. And it goes right the way down to how the planet is created. And how it operates. And yeah.
Wow.
Now the first 70 pages of the Silmarillion often have a lot of people going, what is this? Because what you got to understand is what it's about is there's a thing called the Ainul Indale, which is the music of the Ainul. The Ainul are the Valor and the Maya and those angelic spirits I told you about.
Right.
and they play a music, and that music is what creates the earth.
Huh.
Yeah. And yeah, and this is what you've got to fully understand when you're reading. And a lot of people are going, "What is this?" But that's what it's about.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, so and that's where, and at the back of the Silmarillion, they actually have a thing that actually outlines some of the Elven language.
Oh, really? That's cool.
So yeah, um, it is interesting stuff. So you can see that, yeah. So those three books, in my opinion, they're not essential to enjoy Lord of the Rings, but if you want to get some of the background stuff and a bit more detail on stuff, really handy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Unsurprisingly, I have them.
Hey,
Now,
you have Lord of the Ring books?
I don't.
You don't have those?
do I what?
I don't.
Okay. I thought Bassman had them. Rob got them.
Well, at the end of the day, when you're watching it, if you have any questions, if I don't personally know the answer, I can find it.
All right.
So yeah, there you go.
All righty. Yeah, because our son, he hasn't watched the Lord of the Rings, and
Some parts of it are pure gold. They really are.
Yeah,
One of the highlights for me is the ride of the Rohirrim, and they do a really good job of conveying the power of cavalry.
yes.
Let's face it, you get 1,000 pounds of animal, and on the back of it you've got a guy in armor with sword and spear. You're in for a bad day at the office.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bad day. Absolutely.
And you get 6,000 of them. Jesus, that's gonna cause some carnage.
I'll fuck some shit up.
Oh yeah, and they really film it they go about it quite well.
And like Harry Potter comes on all the time here. It's on at least every other week,
Yeah, right.
and we really like Harry Potter. Enjoy watching it as well.
I know there's a parody somewhere of Harry Potter called Harry Pothead.
Harry Potter. Done something with that.
Harry Pothead and the Temple of Weed.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to be going. That's funny. As to how it all rolls out, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Damn.
No.
It'd be so cool if life was really like that, wouldn't it? Dragons. All kinds of.
There's look, there's some very amusing little things you can conceptualize with some of the way the world is or isn't.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one for you, though. A lot of people think it would be great to even play somewhere like ancient Rome or ancient Greece, because they get all these images of people in togas and stuff like that.
Mm.
That's the 1% of the population.
Yep.
They're the billionaires of
Yep.
the equivalent of the billionaires in Roman society. For the average punter, they lived in filth and squalor. And it's just like, yeah, you probably wouldn't want to live back then. Actually, it was kind of shitty for the average punter.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. It isn't sure enough.
It's like a lot of people have these, like I said, very romantic images of what it was like, and there were nothing like that at all.
So true.
It's a bit like you've seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, haven't you?
I've not watched it completely through. I watched the biggest part of it. It's been a little while back. It's been what?
There's a great line where these peasants approach Arthur, and the opening line coming out of a mother's mouth as she's approaching her son, and they're digging up all manner of filth out of the ground for whatever reason. The line is, "Oh, Dennis, there's some lovely filth down here." You think, that pretty much summates the existence of the average peasant.
Damn, you done that too good.
Oh, they're just look. I mean, but that was the highlight. Oh, we've got some quality filth. Look at this. You know?
Oh man, that's good shit.
Now, into here. Right, now we're getting places with this, I say. Now, I should probably consider winding up soon. Today being the last day of the year, I'm going to want to get a few things done. Tell you what I got done yesterday that I'm pretty happy about. And that was that I got my tomatoes trussed up.
Oh, yeah?
What
they be looking like?
Dear God, it was bloody jungle out there. After I'd negotiated the leopard, and negotiated a peace settlement with the tribe that had established there somehow. Yeah, it took me a while to truss them all up. There's a huge amount of tomatoes there.
They're going to be some kind of good.
I can see why you need to truss them up, in as much as otherwise you're going to lose a lot of produce on the ground, and otherwise they will just spread everywhere.
Gonna be some kind of good though.
Oh mate, I reckon on the first, because I did a bit of research into how much harvest I could expect, and apparently on the first one I could expect, based on the number of plants I have, possibly 100 tomatoes.
So let me ask you, do you son of a bitch, do you eat tomato sandwiches?
Hell yeah.
Man,
I'm a big fan of tomato, because it's just goes so nicely with so many things.
It actually does.
Oh yeah.
Right, I love tomatoes.
I'm a fan of cheese and tomato sandwich.
Cheese and tomato sandwich.
Cheese and tomato.
I've never tried that. I put tomato on any kind of sandwich, lettuce, tomato, cheese.
Do yourself a Flavor Flav. Next time you've got the urge for a tomato sanger, get yourself. Do you have cheese in the house generally?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Ideally, you want a really crisp cheese, something of like a cheddar.
Yep.
Give yourself put a layer of cheese on, and then your tomato. Maybe a sprinkling of salt and pepper, depending on your mood, and you'll be going, "Oh my God!"
Man, look, let me tell you.
Here's another one that you might not know. Then that I'll recommend to you: cheese and cucumber.
Cheese and cucumber.
Oh fuck yeah!
Interesting. That's one got her lips scrunched up over here.
Because what you get there is you get the sharp taste of the cheese, and then the fresh taste of the cucumber. And they complement each other beautifully.
Okay. I'm gonna try
So,
that.
yeah, do it.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. Now, I will hasten to add that probably the reason why you haven't, these are quite common ones over here in Australia. And I guess that's because they're very British sorts of ones, if you follow me. A lot of what we have here in Australia comes from a British influence.
Okay.
Because, of course, well, it's interesting. In the US, as a country, of course, you were settled by various, or as a continent, various nations came in and had a go. The Spanish, the French, the British. I don't think I missed too many there.
Nope.
And as a result, your society is a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? And of course, other cultures have arrived since: the Italians, the Irish, the Germans, the Scandinavians, all these people. And whereas Australia was predominantly settled by, as far as by white people, just by the British.
All right. Yeah.
And other cultures are pretty much very heavily in the minority.
Yep.
And David, thank you. Come gives him hiccups. That's why I use burpless ones, David. Okay, I reckon I'm gonna wind up the stream now so I can get on with a couple of things today. But I'm pretty happy with what I got done on the car as far as the engine and stuff. Most of the engine is done now.
Nice.
So I'll probably get most of that finished off the next day or so, next couple of streams. And anyway, in a minute I'll give you a bit of solo time so you can show us what you've been doing.
All right.
But yeah, what was I saying? I was talking about something before. Doesn't matter. All right. Now, delete.
Yeah, you're going to have to play some more bass for us later on.
I
Down
can
the
do
road.
that.
I enjoyed that.
That's,
We appreciate it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, I can play other songs other than those ones that I showed you. They're just very easy ones to sort of like trot out as far as to show what the bass does as far as different sounds. So yeah. All right, now.
Yeah.
And there you go. Engine.
Yep. I'm wiring my engine up now. Got the distributor in there and
Nice.
2 wires to that side and 2 wires to that side.
Yeah, nice.
Got the ignition coil
Yeah.
fired up. And then I've got the front suspension. There we go. Front wheels on with the shock.
Nice.
They turn.
It's a bit
Not
cool.
individually, but they will turn.
Yeah.
And I got the back wheels, the shock suspension put on it.
Nice one.
Yeah, all these little small parts are taking a lot of time this evening, but that's what I've got.
Cool. All righty. Now I
appreciate it.
All right, and there we go. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We certainly appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
First time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe.
Like it.
Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow, well, for me, it's New Year's Day tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's New Year's Eve for you, and I'll certainly be around, and
I'll be here with you.
Well, jolly good. In which case, all that really needs to be said is that we'll be back at the same kit time, same kit channel. We'll catch you good people then. See yous.